Chapter 1. The Loneliness That Spoke Softly. Daniel wasn't alone, but he felt lonely. His days were full: work, messages, scrolling, small talk, yet none of it reached his heart. He wanted love, but more than that, he wanted to feel chosen, understood, and at peace. He believed love was something you found in another person. When it didn't appear, he assumed something was missing in the world or in others. What he didn't realize was that loneliness was trying to teach him something. One quiet night, Daniel asked himself a question he had avoided for years. If someone walked into my life today, would I even recognize love, or would I expect them to fix me? That question changed everything. Love, he began to understand, doesn't arrive to fill emptiness. It grows where space is already cared for. The journey didn't begin with finding someone else. It began with listening to himself.
Chapter 2. Learning to Sit with Yourself. Daniel had always stayed busy to avoid being alone with his thoughts. Silence made him uncomfortable. It reminded him of old disappointments and unhealed wounds. So he decided to stop running. He began spending time with himself intentionally, walking without headphones, writing without judgment, sitting in quiet moments instead of reaching for distractions. At first, it felt awkward. Then it felt honest. He learned to ask himself, what do I actually enjoy? What hurts that I've ignored? Who am I when no one is watching? The habit he let go of was self-avoidance. The habit he built was self-awareness. As he grew comfortable with himself, something unexpected happened. His neediness faded. He didn't feel desperate for love anymore. He felt ready for it.
Chapter 3. Healing Before Reaching Out. Daniel noticed a pattern in his past relationships. He loved intensely but feared deeply. Small disagreements felt like abandonment. Silence felt like rejection. Instead of blaming others, he looked inward. He faced his past, old heartbreaks, childhood insecurities, moments where he learned to equate love with fear. Healing wasn't dramatic. It was quiet, slow, and sometimes uncomfortable. He learned to forgive, not just others, but himself. The habit he stopped was carrying old wounds into new connections. The habit he built was emotional responsibility. By healing first, he ensured that when love came, it wouldn't have to survive his pain. It could simply grow.
Chapter 4. Becoming Someone You'd Want to Love. Daniel realized something important. The kind of partner he wanted would need him to be whole, present, and grounded. So he worked on himself, not to impress anyone, but to respect himself. He cared for his body. He strengthened his mind. He set goals and kept promises to himself. He learned boundaries, how to say no without guilt, and yes without fear. He stopped seeking validation and started building confidence through action. The habit he released was waiting to be chosen. The habit he adopted was choosing himself daily. He wasn't perfect, but he was becoming someone who could love deeply without losing himself.
Chapter 5. Letting Go of the Idea of Perfect Love. Daniel once believed love had to be dramatic, constant excitement, intense emotion, endless passion. But real love, he learned, is quieter and stronger. He let go of unrealistic expectations shaped by movies and social media. Love wasn't about being completed, it was about being connected. He learned patience, he learned presence. He learned that love grows through understanding, not perfection. The habit he stopped was romanticizing fantasy. The habit he built was appreciating reality. By releasing pressure, he made room for something genuine.
Chapter 6. Love finds him when he isn't chasing.
That's when it happened. Daniel met her during a normal moment. No fireworks, no dramatic entrance, just a conversation that felt easy, honest, real. He didn't rush, he didn't pretend, he showed up as himself. Because he wasn't chasing love, he recognized it. Because he wasn't empty, he didn't cling. Because he had done the work, he could give freely. They grew together, two complete people choosing each other, not needing each other to survive. Love didn't save him. It met him.
Chapter 7. Love as a Daily Choice. Daniel learned that love isn't something you find once, it's something you choose daily. He chose communication over ego, growth over comfort, commitment over fear. But most importantly, he chose to keep becoming his best self, not for love, but because love thrives where growth continues. The final truth became clear. You don't find love by searching endlessly for the right person. You find love by becoming someone who can give and receive it fully. And when that happens, love doesn't feel like a miracle. It feels like home.